Intros and outros should not be forgotten. They are critical to pageant interview preparation. So I'm getting ready to do a series of mock interviews with some pageant clients, and I want to share maybe something that I think is a hot take. I've been seeing some discourse about this on social media. Specifically, it is about intros and outros in longer pageant interviews like Miss America or Miss America's Volunteer. One of the things that I hear so often is that an intro is a waste of time. You should just get started asking questions, and an outro is a waste of time. You should finish answering questions. I disagree. I think intros and outros are incredibly important. That being said, I don't want you to sound incredibly rehearsed for an intro and an outro and have a different speaking voice for your question. So a couple things that I want to talk through. First, I believe that intros and outros should be structured, and you should have them not memorized so that I sound like a pageant Patty and I'm telling you the thing that I was told to tell you by my coach. That's not going to help the judges get to know you any better. What your intro and outro should do is communicate something about you that the judges don't already know and convey why you're the right person for the job. How I think about an interview is you should structure it like a good essay. You may have heard the phrase in essay writing, you should tell them what you're going to tell them, and tell them what you told them. That is an intro, the interview, and the outro. Imagine a world, and this has happened to one of my clients before. Imagine a world where you walk into the interview room and the judges have been preparing questions for contestant number 7, but you are contestant number 6. And so they're really ready to ask you about a platform that isn't yours, a background that isn't yours, and a story that isn't yours. But your intro comes in. You can say, "Hello, my name is contestant number 6, and I'm excited to tell you about the impact I've made with my community service initiative or platform. I'm excited to tell you about why I'm the right person for this title, and I'm excited to share this unique fun fact about myself." The judges will hear that immediately and go, "Oh, I had the wrong paperwork in front of me. Hold on, let me pull the right questions up for you. Tell me about those things while I get ready," as opposed to them asking you a question about something you don't know. That's not your life and not your story. And your choice is to say intros and outros are dumb and I don't need to prepare one, or you can be prepared to address any situation that comes at you, right? It's a mindset, it's prior preparation. That's what I focus on in coaching. Reason I think outros are so important is because if your interview goes far left field and they ask you crazy questions that you were not prepared for, or maybe they're questions you just didn't get to stay on topic as much as you'd like to share why you're the right person for the job or share an importantly critical fact about your platform, the outro is the chance for you to share your final thoughts. It is a structured time to say, "The one thing we didn't get to talk about today in an interview is about the House bill that I helped support through my advocacy with my platform. It's important because I know how to communicate with elected officials. I know how to build a campaign and gain support, both financially and emotional support, and I know that that will serve me well as the next Miss title holder." That wasn't even 30 seconds. That's a very easy closer. I want closers not to be rehearsed. Obviously, I didn't have that rehearsed. I just said that off the dome, but it's a critical point that I want to share. I also think that it's important to have a couple different versions of intros and outros depending on how you're feeling, so that you don't feel compelled to rehearse something, right? If you sound rehearsed, you're not going to sound authentic, you're not going to shine, you're not going to be your best self. The judges are going to see right through it. But that is the one time that you get to dictate full send before the judges start taking the interview however they want to take it. You get to start the room by saying, "I'm me, here's what I'm excited to talk to you about today." And that primes the judges to ask you what you want to talk about today. Then the closer reminds them why you're there, reminds them why you're the best person for the job, and hopefully helps them remember you, not because you were sharing a rehearsed fact and figure, but because you're being your authentic self. You're sharing what's important and you're telling them why you're the right person for the job. If you're curious on how to make intros and closers a part of your interview and how to control the interview room so that you can share all the things that are important to you and share why you're the right person for that title, you can reach out to me. I do mock interview. I'm getting ready to jump on 2 of them today. I do mock interview practice all the time and provide one-on-one pageant coaching. So reach out to me. I would love to help you figure out your stories and how to tell it.